They said it was the final offer. Mason Mount for 50 million plus 5 million in add-ons. Manchester United put the final offer. They said they will walk away. The deal's rejected. They're not walking away. We're going to break it down. I can't believe what happened last night. We've got the number that it will take to get Moises Caicedo. It's not 100 million and apparently it's a lot less than that. And finally, this is a Chelsea related channel, but I like to talk about football in general. Declan Rice for 100 plus add-ons £1 million. What on earth is this game becoming? How is Declan Rice worth that much money? Let's break this down. Let's get into it. Welcome to the Kavkas View, bratoki. I really appreciate all of you being here. So I'm just going to ask you straight away because I did it yesterday. And you know what? The analytics showed it. Look, hit the like button. You made it this far. You're like a minute in. You might as well support the cause. It's really free. You don't have to pay anything. You don't have to subscribe. Just a quick little like button. Subscribe to the channel. We're aiming for 30,000 followers real quick. And finally, in the pinned comment is my Instagram. Go follow me there. It's the quickest way for you lot to reach out to me and ask me football related questions. And I respond via a voice note or via text. That's the easiest way. But now, let's get on with it. I'm going to start with Money Mace. Mason Mount is now in a predicament where he has played all of his cards. And to say that Mason Mount has played all of his cards is an understatement. I don't see a way back. The only way I see a way back is if he comes back into the team and somehow starts scoring goals for fun. And then we do what the football fans always do, right? We're fickle. The minute we are performing on the pitch, forget about it. It's the reality, it's the truth, I'm sorry. Most people will not forget. The minute he goes for a barren spell, we'll be talking about this again. But in this case right now, I think Mason Mount has overplayed his hand. I think Mason Mount has overvalued how much he's worth. I think Mason Mount and his camp have played this so poorly because they didn't realize who was the horse that was bidding for them. It's not Arsenal, it's not Liverpool, it's not Manchester City, it's not Real Madrid, it's Manchester United. And what are Manchester United good at? Bottling transfers. The reality is they went from being kings of Europe, kings of England and winning the title nearly every year, 13 times under Fergie or whatever they won it, to being kings of bottling transfers and overpaying for players. That's the reality of it. And now what are we seeing? They said final offer. They said 50 million plus 5. This was reported by Fabrizio Romano and David Ornstein and other outlets. Last night around 10 o'clock, I received a notification from Twitter. My phone is blowing up. Everyone's tagging me in. I literally had around 6-7 notifications, right? I'm like, what the hell's going on? I ain't that popular. I only have 4,000 followers. What the hell did I say now? It wasn't me. It genuinely wasn't me. It was all about Manchester United and Fabrizio's latest tweet. Fabrizio Romano reiterates that Chelsea have rejected the bid. Chelsea went away, pondered on it and said, nah, we want more. We want 57 million, 7 in add-ons. Or 58, yes. 58 million plus 7 in add-ons. And now the ball's back in Manchester United's court. Ornstein reiterated this. Matt Law reiterated this. And finally, Ben Jacobs said Manchester United aren't walking away from negotiations. Now you explain to me how a final bid is not a final bid. It's because they don't know how to negotiate. Manchester United this morning are feeding journalist stories allegedly saying, look, we are unhappy with the way Chelsea are publicizing everything. We are unhappy that Chelsea are leaking information to the media, to the tabloids, telling them how much we're bidding. It's a public affair. It's a travesty. Boo! Boo-hoo! Go cry a little bit. Cry me a river in the words of Justin Timberlake. I don't care. Learn to negotiate better. Learn to stop being a pushover. And the reality is, you want Mason Mount. You made it publicly clear Mason Mount is your #1 midfield option. And you made it publicly clear that Ten Hag wants Mason Mount in that midfield. So the reality is, pay up or shut up. Because we could sell Mason Mount for 50 million to Liverpool. We can go and sell Mason Mount to someone in Europe for 50 million pounds. You want this player and you are going to have to pay above the odds because you're Manchester United and we've seen you do it on numerous occasions. I find it hilarious that they think it's our problem that we're overvaluing our player and we're not just handing him over. Look, the reality is Mason Mount has done everything in his power to get out of Chelsea. That's what is being reported. I've heard other stuff and I've heard good stuff and bad stuff around Mount. But in this case, what have we heard? We've heard that Mason Mount basically told Chelsea's camp, I'm not re-signing. I will walk for free. You better accept this fee. And Chelsea said, well, Manchester United are giving a final offer. What are we going to do? Test them. They're bluffing. In the words of Jay Huss, they're just bluffing. They won't do nothing. And guess what? They were bluffing. They were absolutely bluffing, and now the reality is we're stuck in a little predicament. I think Manchester United paid north of 60 million. Whether they paid us 65, they're going to pay around about 60 plus 3 or 4 in add-ons. And the reality is that is drastically overplaying for an asset that I don't believe is worth the financial investment that they're making. That's just my personal opinion, but I find it hilarious. They're going to journalists and moaning, oh my God, Chelsea are not negotiating with us properly. They are negotiating in bad faith. Do something about it. Walk away. Walk away. No, you can't, because you put all your eggs in one basket. Your eggs are in Mason Mount's basket. That's going right in my basket. That's literally what they said. And now they're stuck. Absolutely stuck. Embarrassed. Pathetic way of negotiating from Manchester United. And they told on us to the newspapers. It's cute. It really is cute. Ben Jacobs has come out with more information, and this is information that was actually really nice to hear from Ben Jacobs, right? Ben Jacobs has come out and said, look, Chelsea are fully keen on Caicedo. Chelsea are going to be chasing Caicedo, and more importantly, Chelsea don't have to pay nowhere near the reported valuation of £100 million. Chelsea do not need to go and actively pay the 100 million that everyone is reporting, because the fee is close to 80 million plus a few add-ons here and there. Chelsea at the moment, we know, have bid 60 million pounds, and with add-ons, that was rejected. That happened 3 weeks ago now, and it stayed silent for 2 weeks. Ornstein reported that. That just shows good faith between the clubs. But the reality is the fee is roughly 80 million plus something. So maybe it'll be 90 million in total. For me, worth every penny. Moses Caicedo is a change maker. This guy is the equivalent of N'Golo Kante of when we signed him from Leicester City. This guy can come in and turn us from a team that's battling for 4th to a team that's battling for top 2 and arguably trying to mount a title challenge. We could go from being a team that is, we might make top 4 to, we might actually pose a threat. The reality is he will give us the balance we need in midfield. He'll be able to cover ground, dictate attacks, and more importantly, this is the key, he'll give us the balance next to Enzo Fernandez. He'll be the catalyst. He'll be the yin to the yang. He'll be the absolute nurturer of what happens in that midfield. He will be in charge. He will be the boss, the don, the jefe, whatever you want to call him. He is the captain of that midfield. Enzo is the flair. Enzo will be the dictator of the passing, the final ball, the creator, the guy that gives us that little bit of ingenuity when everything goes silent with a little nice chip. Then we'll have Moses Caicedo, the general in midfield. The one that bullies people when they have a loose touch. The one that covers ground and kicks the crap out of them. And the one that will drive that ball. Beautiful grace and elegance in that midfield. He is an intelligent player, one of high IQ and worth every penny of 80 to 100 million pounds. Somewhere in that region, he's 100% worth it. Look, players are worth whatever you're willing to pay for them and whatever I'm valuing. So I can't be moaning if Brighton asked for 110. I really can't. Do I think it's reasonable? Most probably not. But at the same time, we're not Manchester United. Be crying a river, oh my God, then charging us so much is ridiculous, it's unacceptable. Chelsea are not giving us Mason Mount. Oh my God, who cares? Who absolutely cares? Pay the money or move on to the next target. For me, we go get Caicedo, go get Lavia, and the midfield's done. We got Lavia, Santos, Caicedo, or whatever his name is, Enzo, and Caicedo. The 5 of them just work. It's got good balance. It's for 2 to 3 positions, and we can play a 4-3-3, 4-2-3-1, and it's nice and balanced. And that's all I want. I don't want too many options. I literally just want stability and regular minutes for players. I'm not asking for much. Finally, Mason Mount's good friend, Declan Rice. So it looks like Declan Rice got into a little predicament where Declan Rice has got his heart set on Arsenal. That's what we're hearing everywhere. Literally, Declan Rice to Arsenal is a move that my phone is blowing up with. Like, my group chats are absolutely Arsenal fans going, oh my God, we're going to lose on Declan Rice. He gave us his word. Declan Rice is coming. Declan Rice is coming. And now all of a sudden it looks set like he's going to come. But the fee that they're paying is 105 million. That's what is being reported. 100 million guaranteed with 5 million in add-ons. That is a ludicrous fee for a player of that talent. Is Declan Rice a good player? Very good player. Declan Rice can cover the ground well. He gets stuck in. His short passing is very good. His ability to drive the ball is top notch, right? He picks up the ball. Just if there's space, he will gallop into it, get his body across you. You can't do anything. But what I wonder is, what's Declan Rice going to do against deep blocks? What's Declan Rice going to do when there's a little press coming in and Declan Rice has to receive the ball in a half turn and be able to control it first time and release it under pressure? His passing will get tested. What's he going to do there? Because we've seen this version of Declan Rice at England. And guess what he does? He hides from the ball. So when you're a £105 million player, I expect you to do the fundamentals. And I've got a feeling he's not going to be able to do the fundamentals. And a lot of people are going to say, Alex, you're being a little bit harsh. I don't think I'm being a little bit harsh, and this is exactly why I didn't want this. The fee is so inflated. The fee has got to a point where he's just not worth it. This is like the Mason Mount aspect with Manchester United. United should not be paying 65 million because he's just not worth it. You can go on the continent and find another Mason Mount for 35 to 40 million pounds. And I think you can go on the continent and find another Declan Rice for somewhere near to 70 to 75 million pounds. I don't think you should be spending over the odds. Man City went and got Rodri. United went and got Casemiro. Are you telling me he is so much better than the two of them? I don't think so. I strongly disagree. I think a lot of Arsenal fans are going to do the thing that they do. They're going to overhype and overinflate him now. He's going to be the next greatest thing since sliced bread. Every little touch is going to be, oh my God, did you see that? And then when the eventual come down and the realization in 2 years hits that this guy is technically poor. This guy is not about that life. This guy is not the solution to our problem. That's when we're going to realize they overpaid drastically. But these are my views, and I just thought I'd start introducing some other clubs. When there's like limited Chelsea news, I'm going to talk about what other clubs are doing. Let me know in the comments below if you guys like that. So if you made it that far, and please just say more other clubs in the comments. Just a quick indicator that you made it this far and that you want me to talk about other clubs dealing. Because I'm not going to lie to you guys. The long-term idea is to introduce Kavkas View 2. On Kavkas View 2, we'll be talking about other clubs. Real Madrid's, Barcelona's, Arsenal's, Liverpool's, United's, City's, Juventus, AC Milan. You get the drift. The top clubs around the world. Where the news that comes out around them, I want to react. Because the channel won't, YouTube won't enable me to talk about them here. Because this is almost the channel that is based for Chelsea. So the algorithm knows it that way. So if I create a new channel, would you lot be interested? In the comments below, let me know. Kavkas View 2, that's all you need to say. Otherwise, guys, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I hope you lot enjoyed it. Have a lovely weekend. I don't know if I'll make a video tomorrow, but if I do, I appreciate it. Guys, peace out. I'm out. Have a nice day. Bye.